LeBron is day to day after an MRI showed he strained his groin in the third quarter of the Lakers' win against the Warriors on Christmas. He has already been ruled out for tonight's game in Sacramento. That will end LeBron's streak of 116 straight regular season games. And yesterday he tweeted, "Dodged a bullet. Sheesh. Praise to the almighty above." Back in no time. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Jim Jackson. Good to see you.
Merry Christmas. Happy
this
holidays.
morning. Happy holidays.
Right.
All right, Jim. How big of a deal is LeBron's injury?
It just depends on how long he's out. I mean, in regards to, I think, Shay, you understand this. As you get older, the muscle injuries are the ones that start to come up more frequently. Even for a guy like LeBron James.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back in his career, 2014-15, he missed 8 games. That's the most he's missed. But I think you got to be careful with this one just because of the way he plays and the amount of wear and tear that's on his body, that you would ensure that he doesn't re-injure this at some point during the season or during the playoff. But I think it's a critical point, too, where in regards to, if you look at their schedule coming up, the next 7-8 games, you know, Thunder are in there, got to go to Sacramento.
Sacramento twice.
Sacramento twice. I mean, you have one at home and one there, which is tonight. You do have the Cavs in there, but you had a tough game at the Mavericks, at Utah, Clippers tomorrow. So the way the Western Conference is, they're currently at 4th, you know, you could drop down a little bit. Now, keep in mind, too, Rondo being out. How long is he out? That adds more to the equation as well in regards to, especially those road games. Do you have a guy that can control tempo, get guys in place like they did the other evening when LeBron went out at Golden State? So I would be cautious, and I think LeBron will monitor his body in order to be the best that he can be, not just now, but later in the season that it doesn't reoccur.
So you played how many years?
14.
14 years. How many pulls did you have of various muscles?
I was fortunate that, like, one, I never had a hamstring pull. I mean, or a tear. I didn't have a groin. I had soreness. But again, I'm not logging the minutes like that man did. You know what I mean? So I was fortunate.
Calf pull?
Oh, yeah, calf pulls.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Did they start to add up in your 13th and 14th year?
As I got older, even if I wasn't playing the same amount of minutes, it took me a little bit longer to recover from little things like that than it did, of course, when you're 21, 22 years old.
Right.
Even though I did the right things as far as working out, stretching, things like that, let me tell you something, Father Time, at some point, is going to catch up with you.
Shannon?
It's Father Time that he gonna come knock on your door, he gonna want some sugar. If you got sugar, he'll come back tomorrow, he won't catch up. If he want to buy a pair of shirt, or he gonna keep coming, he gonna keep knocking.
He still can't find Brady's.
Oh, yeah, he moved in the neighborhood.
trying.
Moved right next door to Brady.
Oh, yeah, he did. He rang the doorbell.
Wait, he knocked on LeBron's door the other night.
No, he didn't.
At Golden State.
Freak injury, Skip.
Really?
And then on Sunday again, because it's his 34th birthday.
Yeah.
This Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good
Celebrate,
point.
too.
So, real quick, did you have any other major injuries?
Yeah, well, I tore my ankle in my 3rd year, 3rd-degree sprain.
Tore your ankle?
Yeah, tore it up, tore it apart.
How?
Actually playing New Jersey, Jason Williams, who played at the time, I came across the lane, stepped on his foot, and that was it. So actually they told me it would have been better if I'd have broke my ankle because ligaments don't heal as fast as bone.
And it cost you?
It cost me pretty much everything. I mean, it cost me my athleticism. And I was only 25 at the time when that happened.
Wow.
I was fortunate to play through it, but I wasn't the same player because I'm a right-handed shooter. Jumped off my left leg.
Right.
That took away a lot of my explosion. So I totally had to change how I played because
All of which is why LeBron is as blessed as any superstar ever. He is he's the most durable superstar ever. And a lot of that, I'm knocking on wood for him. A lot of it's just like luck or fate or, you know, you just don't step on the wrong ankle, right? Or foot, I mean,
I think the thing is, this is a huge deal. He's the most important player in the NBA. I think the goal should be do not lose any ground. When he comes back, you should be no worse than the 4th seed. Skip, you're asking an awful lot because at home, you can keep your head above water with some of these guys. It's when you go on the road because their crowd is not going to get you motivated like your home crowd. And as you mentioned, with Rondo being out, because Rondo could control pace, he can control tempo. He's more in line with running the offense kind of like Bron in the half-court set. Yeah, anybody, I mean, most point guards can push the pace, can get the ball, kick it out ahead, and, get either. but it's when you that slowdown,
Yep.
when you're in that half-court set, can you run the offense? And I believe that was the reason why they were able to hold that lead once Bron went out, because Rondo, understanding, is a true old-school point guard.
He is.
Look, it's hard to win in this league without your best players. You need a lot. Because think about it, Skip, when Steph hurt his growing, even though the Golden State had KD, they struggled.
Yep.
There is no KD on this Lakers team minus LeBron.
No.
So we should expect them to struggle somewhat. But like I said, if they can maintain, when LeBron gets back, be it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or however long he's gone, if they're no worse than when he left them, that will be a win, I believe.
So, given that this team is made up of kids and cast-offs, the Rondo loss is almost as big as the LeBron loss.
Correct.
Because they don't have an anchor now. They don't have any steadying force on who can just take it over and say, let's do it this way.
Correct.
Again, Rondo's going to play way slower than the lineups with LeBron and Lonzo. Because, again, going into the game the other night, I didn't check to see if he still is. LeBron is leading the league in fast break points, and that's because of the pace they play.
Right.
And Lonzo Ball contributes a lot to that, right?
Right.
Because he's going to get it up the floor fast and get LeBron in 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, and nobody can stop it.
Right.
Right?
Because they got so many guys, Skip, that can take the ball off the rim. They got Lonzo, they got Kuz, they got Brandon Ingram. So LeBron doesn't necessarily have to have the ball. He can get out on the wing and get an easy layup or a dunk.
What you got to be careful of is this, though. What the beauty about what Rondo did the other night is when Golden State tried to make a run, Rondo was there to calm him down and get him back in.
Slow it down. Yep.
So now, if he's not there, who does that? And also, the tendency is when your best player is gone, people try to take on a role that they're not accustomed to. Okay? So what can't happen is now, Brandon Ingram, we know the ball's going to be in your hand a little bit more, but you still got to do what you do. Kuzma, we know what your game is. It's cutting, it's running, it's energy. You can't try to do too much. Hart, if you still try to play it's going to be a little bit different because you're not going to have that other playmaker, but you still got to play your role.
Right.
If you try to get out of that, especially when you're on the road, it's going to be tough to maintain the continuity that you built up to that point. So I'm interested to see the ancillary players on how they react to LeBron not being, if they try to go outside of what they do well, which could ultimately hurt them.
So, I hate to say this because I'm his biggest fan, but all of a sudden Lonzo Ball moves on to the hot seat tonight, right? Because he's going to have to run the show.
Right.
He's going to have to play more like he played last year when he had some triple-doubles last year. This is one where you need to have a triple-double. And what happened in the NCAA tournament that night in Memphis when he went up against De'Aaron Fox? What happened? Again, Lonzo's mom had just suffered a stroke, and he was a little distracted because his father and brothers weren't able to come to the game.
Right.
But he got embarrassed by De'Aaron Fox, and could that happen again tonight? Because he's going to have to deal with him.
Because De'Aaron Fox is playing really well.
He is
Skip.
playing really well.
And
And
you
their
know,
team has been surprisingly good.
And he wants to show, look, they'll always be linked. They play the same position.
They will.
One went 2, I think Fox went, 5, 8? So he's like, hold on. I was the best point guard in this draft. I don't know what the Lakers was thinking. So I'm gonna show you, Lakers, the Magic. I'm gonna show you what you missed out on.
So, given how well that Rondo played the other night, all of a sudden, this is a big night for Lonzo Ball.
It
Just
is.
to reestablish who he is.
He can't get caught up into, I got to compete with Fox. What he has to focus in on is, I got to run this team, okay? I have to run this team. I got to have low turnovers, play good defense, get guys in positions where they can be successful. If I have a shot, knock it down. But he can't get into the one-on-one competition with De'Aaron, because De'Aaron Fox will have more chances to score.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
He's looked to score.
Oh, no.
They count on his score.
Exactly.
Lonzo does have one huge advantage, literally huge. He's 6'7" to, what's De'Aaron, 6'3" maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You always,
Okay.
I forget how big he is. You're right. Like
6'7".
Yeah.
Could you post him up occasionally? Sure you could.
Look at LeBron. Got a head full of hair.
I mean, just crazy.
Head full of hair, you said, Scalp. Head full of.
Is it his?
Yes, it's his. What you mean is it his?
Sure?
Yeah. Look at that. Head
Did you
full.
start talking about his hair?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Because he got a head full. They be trying to hate on him, talking about he going bald. He not.
Really?
No, you see that?
From above it, I always see this maze of skin, right?
Whatever, Skip Bayless.
I do.
I'm talking about right there on the side. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Thick, luscious locks.
Yeah?
Anything else you want to
Maybe
say
he
about
went to
his
the
hair?
guy Brady went to.
And Jason Witten.
And Jason Witten.
Jason Witten.
And Phillip Rivers. All of them been going.
They've been going.
Urlacher.
Urlacher was looking like Mr. Clean. And now he's looking like Urlacher was Mr. Clean yesterday, and now he's Fabio today.
Just wanted to mix it up.
And like we don't know. No, nobody know anything.
No, but he promoted on a commercial, though.
Yeah, good for
Bosley.
him. He probably got paid.
Bald head. How you got a bald head on Monday and you got Fabio hair on Wednesday? And we don't know nothing.
For a lot of money.
Ain't nobody gonna say anything about this.
He feel better about himself.
Oh, boy.
Look at LeBron.
34
Grow your hair,
on
Bron.
Sunday.
34.
Yeah,
Hair
he's,
still
That's
growing.
old, man.
No, it ain't.
34?
34.
He's played
Waldo.
55,527 minutes?
Oh, that's old.
a lot.
So,
He got a
yeah,
lot more to go, too.
but if 34 old, 41 ancient, huh?
That's a
I don't know.
different story.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay,
Very
well,
good.
Different
Jim,
game.
thank you for joining us. Guys, why is Ndamukong Suh poking people in the eye?
That's a good
Let's
question.
see this video. And then why is Larry Fitzgerald okay with it?
that's
We'll
a better
discuss
question.
what's going on.